Hello, people. Today is Monday, and it's the day 30 of my vlog. Um, this week, I'm going to talk about a topic which is quite hard in a way. So it's something I've been wanting to talk about for a time on YouTube, but at the same time, I've been putting off because it's something I joke about quite a lot, but it's also quite a serious thing at the same time. So in May, I'm going to be undergoing open heart surgery, and there is about a 2 to 3% chance that I may not make it, and it's uh, it's definitely a heavy thing. Okay, so I'll retract a bit. About 6 months ago, I was diagnosed with something called an enlarged aorta. It's part of a series of medical conditions that I have. I've got a bicuspid valve, which in itself isn't a bad thing. I've also got patent ductal arteriosus, which is a minor thing. But associated to all of this, I also have what is an enlarged aorta. So my heart is basically fucked, I think is the best way to put it. So at the moment, what could happen is that at any point, really, my aorta may burst or sort of lacerate, and then I would have internal bleeding and possibly death, which is always quite fun. But yeah, generally, it's not something which is too much of a risk at the moment. I think it's about 3% chance that this may happen every year. And I've had it since birth, so fine up to now. But it's something that has to be dealt with. And as I said, in May, I'm going to have to undergo open heart surgery to replace the aorta, close the patent ductal arteriosus, and potentially replace the valve as well. So the operation itself is quite complex. It's about 6 or 7 hours of surgery. And as I said, there is between I think 2 and 3% chance that I may end up either dead or have a stroke while the operation undergoes. And honestly, I think that having a stroke is probably worse than dying. It's the way I approach it, because if I die, I don't really realise it. I'll have I'll be asleep during the operation, of course, because opening heart up, that's quite bad. So I don't think that would really um, change anything. But at the same time, if by any chance I did have a stroke, then that would be the rest of my life. I would have a stroke for the rest of my life, which would be a bummer if I wouldn't put it like that. Yeah. So I'm generally quite calm about this because I've been through quite a lot during my life. There's a lot of stuff, and I think this is sort of connected. My dad died when I was 9 of a heart condition, and a lot of my dad's side of the family has had heart conditions, so I think that's related to that. But the main point is I've been through quite a bit, and I've got quite a good self-defense mechanism. I know how to cope with stuff like this, and I've been doing quite well, and I'm generally fine. I don't think it's something that really has affected my life too much, but at the same time, it is a major thing, and I realise that it could have massive impacts on my life, mainly death. That would be quite bad. So yeah, so I approached it with optimism. I know it's going to be fine. There's only a 3% chance of death or stroke, but at the same time, it is a hairy thing to have in a way, because you feel like, um, if if something were to happen, that's it. That's game over, basically. And it's a big problem. And okay, so the other thing that I get quite a lot is 3% is quite a low chance, but if you think of it in numbers, it's like 1 out of 33, which is quite high odds considering what it is. Considering the effects of it is quite a big thing. It's not, you know, like it's one of those odds which actually really matter. And even if it's so low, it still is a distinct possibility. You know, if you're going outside and the chance of you getting hit by a car is 1 in 1 billion or something like that, and that's so low, there's no point in even considering it. But getting this is 3%, which is quite high. All right, so not sure how I feel about that. But yeah, so we're gonna see how it goes. Um, I'm calm for now, and the important thing is I'm surrounded by a lot of people who really care for me and who really love me and have really helped, not only now but throughout the years. I've got a good support system, and that's very, very important. My family is very close, my friends are very close, so altogether, I've got all the support I need, and that's very important, I find, in this scenario. Um, yeah, so I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy to have got people who can help me through this, but at the same time, I don't know what can be done really. I've sort of come to the conclusion that it's fine. It's not really something that's gonna. There's nothing I can do about it. It's gonna happen, and therefore, if I'm just mopey and depressed about it, it's not really gonna get any better. I'm just gonna be mopey and depressed. So I'm not gonna have that. Um, it, and I'm just gonna move on with my life and continue, and it'll be fine. That's the way to do it. But you know, every now and then you do get creeping feeling in the back of the head of just going, what if something happens? And I guess it's something I have to live with. But I just thought, yeah, it's worth sharing, basically. I know this doesn't really make sense, and it's a bit attention seeking maybe, but the thing is, it's something that 6 months ago I would have thought was ridiculous, but um, it happens to me, and it can happen to anyone. And you may think, oh, everything's fine, and then suddenly something hits you, and it just changes stuff. But hopefully not for the worst. The way I'm coping with it at the moment is I'm going to have a massive death party. That's the way I'm going to do it. About a week before, I'm just going to get all my friends around and celebrate. Just in the off chance I do die, so I can have like an early funeral kind of thing. Also, like, I just think positively. That's the best way to do it. Think positively and all will be fine. Yeah, I don't really know where to go with this now because it is quite a depressing subject. It is a topic of the week, so I'll be coming back to it over the week. So this is a depressing week, which is good fun, but I feel like it's an important part of my life, and I think I should share it with people as well. I'm not very good with emotion, pretty much, but it's an attempt, and we will see how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna go now, and yeah, I don't really know how to finish it, so I'm just gonna say goodbye. Bye.